Registrar-General's department, through this new Companies Act that has now been assented to, is going to be broken up into two. By this act, there's going to be a new office known as the Office of the Registrar of Companies. That will be headed by a Registrar of Companies appointed by the President. And the Registrar-General's department will still remain and will have a Registrar-General that will still oversee marriages, administration of estates, and industrial property rights. So this new Office of the Registrar of Companies has to be set up by August of 2021, because the Act specifically said within 2 years we're supposed to set up this new office. And it will basically be regulating and processing registration of businesses, all types of businesses. By that I mean companies, business names, subsidiary business names, companies limited by guarantee, external companies, and partnerships. There are 6 types of companies. And we'll also be appointing company inspectors who will be going out to inspect all these various businesses to ensure that they are complying with the Companies Act. Now, most would also still, this same office will be doing official liquidations. But the key thing now is I have a register that is over bloated. Over 1 million businesses in my register. Most probably, I can bet it's just about 200,000 or 300,000 of these businesses that are in good standing and are in operation. The whole idea is Registrar-General is now going to start what we call a striking off of defunct, moribund, archaic, and dead companies that, first of all, have not re-registered. I'm talking of businesses that were registered as far back as 1963 up to 2011. Those businesses are about 700,000 that have not been, they have not moved into my new database, which was put in place from 2011 to date. Those businesses, that's about 700,000 and over, have never done what we call re-registration. By re-registration, I mean all the officers of the company need a unique tax identification number. The business itself must file annual returns at least for the last 10 years, because some go beyond 10 years, so the last 10 years. And then financial statements. If for any reason the company has not carried on business for the last 10 years, that's not a problem. You can still file what we call a nil return, a return showing that you've not done business. But I'm more interested in who are the current directors of your company? Who are the current shareholders? Have you moved from the location you initially registered with me? That is what we call the annual return. There's a booklet that you need to fill information on who are the current directors in every single year. So if you start from, say, 10 years ago, who are your directors? If you come to the 9 years, who are your directors? Who are your shareholders? That's the information the registrar needs. So if you haven't done that, and you haven't done this re-registration, I take it that you are dead. You are not doing business in Ghana. But if you are doing business in Ghana, from next month, I'm going to put out a notice out of all such businesses, asking you within 2 months to come back and inform me whether you are still in existence. If you are in existence, then come and quickly file your annual returns. Come and update me with your financial statements. If after 2 months you still don't come, I'll come out with another notice. Give you another 2 months to comply. If after that 4 months you don't come, then I'll come out with the last notice. Give you 3 months within which you should inform me whether I should strike your name off or keep it there. Because after 3 months, if you don't do that, I will have your company stricken off the register. What that means is that I will dissolve your company. You cannot do business in Ghana. And you cannot come back on the register till after 12 years. You have to petition the High Court. And if they wish, it's not even my wish, if they wish, they will put you back. So this is a notice to all businesses. Try and first of all, either re-register the business if you haven't re-registered. Or if you are in my new database, I have over 500,000 businesses in my new database. Only 37.9% of them are in good standing. That is about 195,857 have filed annual returns or renew their businesses up to date. A whole 321,149 have not filed annual returns or renewed their businesses. That's about 62.1%. For those in the old database, only about 10% have done re-registration. A whole 90%, I'm talking about 670, 800, and 283 businesses have not done re-registration. They're just sitting in the old database for one reason or other. Either they just registered it once, or for a purpose, maybe getting a visa or a contract, and have never bothered to come back to re-register. Those are the people I'm talking about. So if you want to voluntarily liquidate your company too, I'm very glad to have you. The point is, you just make sure that you do not owe anybody. You swear to an affidavit that you can pay off all your debts and liabilities within 1 year. We will strike you off voluntarily. But if you don't do that, then I will take that step of striking you off. And that's a major step. That's what I want to avoid. So I'm giving you enough notice.